the Black Stars are finally in town. And Osha Kumasi Eyaboko, and with what I've seen since yesterday, Tony, I'm sure that there will be a packed Baba Yara Sports Stadium come tomorrow for the game against Angola.
Yembiso Obia number nipa net say Jordan enyamba na atesem no replacement be aba and I say mo hwe nim say Jordan baba beka team no ho.
Yeah, Tony, I think on Monday we need train across Sports Stadium. There were only 10 players. That's 2 goalkeepers and 8 outfield players. Mutreni and a recovery session before we took on about Kumasi and Dra. And Dra, as at Kumasi, I had a conversation with communications director for the Ghana Football Association, that's Henry Asante Chum, and he confirmed, said 22 players are available in Tinaka 2, and Satu Nona Elisha Owusu, and then also Jordan Ayew, Andre Imrenom Bedroom Kaya, and a payment Okasadia. They are with the team. And so far, it's a full house. Players are usually to be has arrived.
Yes, sure. Baby, I'm first training. Our Baba Yara Stadium. I'm not for see pitch, I green, but I'm for say how smooth. Yempa say Chinebino. Say blasters and Babo match. Chinebino. I can say pitch, and Koye. Mona mo Mumbo mo.
Okay, Tony, I think that Andra, I got a chance to talk to the director of the NSC Ashanti region, that's Mr. Kwame Mensah, and he confirmed whatever the requirements are for the game to go on, that's tomorrow. They've placed all measures, they're putting all measures in place. Now, even the team were able to train. And first 30 minutes of the training session, it was closed. And after 30 minutes, they open it for, the public, media houses, media personnel were there. And, everything was very, very smooth. Those schedules are no more set pieces, practicing set pieces, whatever they were doing. I didn't see any complaints. And it wasn't like, say, disappointment to a player, and player be anyone as a coach be anyone, which means, even the team, including the technical staff, they are very much content with the state of the pitch.
You get the opportunity to speak to some of the players ahead of this game, and if you did, what was the expectations like?
I think I only got to speak to 2 players. That was 2 days ago in Accra when they trained. They had their recovery session. I spoke to Leicester City winger, that's Abdul Fattah Issahaku, who spoke a bit about his season so far with Leicester. Last season he was there on loan from Sporting, but they played in the championship. This season they are playing the top flight. He spoke profoundly about his new coach, how he's adapting to the system, and also the way he links up with Jordan Ayew, who is a very, very experienced player, and how they can still link up in the Black Stars together. I also spoke that's Brandon Thomas Asante, who has had a change in club, and how he's trying to acclimatize and feel at home when he comes and joins the team during international collapse. So, the players look buoyed. Yesterday, Ushe, Pate, Dimina, everything, they're in the spirit because they know how important this game is. They've played a couple of World Cup qualifiers. They were able to come out on top. Yes, it was great, but this is the AFCON qualifiers, and it's more like a routine for us. We always qualify to the AFCON, but you don't underestimate any team. And the players, I can confidently tell you that they are really in the mood. Even the Kumasi Asante Kotoko goalkeeper, that's Frederick Asari, who is the only local player in the team, also looks very, very confident. On Monday, I watched him train. Yesterday as well, I also watched him train, and he's in top shape. So I believe the only concerns could be fitness for those who arrived late. But aside that, Tony, I can confidently tell you that after watching 2 of the training sessions on Monday and also yesterday, respectively, then the players are in, some top shape for the game ahead.
Yeah, Josiah, football, you have to do football without the fans, the 12th man, and definitely yesterday you spoke to some of the fans. So let's go and find out from the fans what they had to tell you.
Drew, no better, a blend in crime for Kumasi for that had for one crime, and that had for Kumasi. A chance to Ghana supporters and so ever. In January, nice, very, very interesting to see us performing. what you've just seen, you know, is just the tip of the iceberg. Nyame Adoma Thursday, you know, the stadium, no, I'm say you be vibrate the whole stadium. Angola neba inti was ye jina ye. Angola nye team ejo. Ya femu die no. Yebe ye die. Said yebe adi nkunim die.
The supporters know our can. Josiah, let me get back to you. Let's describe, paint a picture of the euphoria in Kumasi, the buses in, the supporters numbering up. Tomorrow is a working day, but how is it like, the euphoria? What are the people of Kumasi saying about the big match come tomorrow, which will be live on Max TV?
Tony, I think yesterday I mentioned earlier that the first 30 minutes of the training session was closed. And when I got to the stadium, if you find, the crowd waiting for the gates to be open, Tony, it was just mind-boggling. The number of people out there that were just waiting to witness the Black Stars train. That alone gives us an indication that we should expect, a packed stadium. And yesterday also, speaking to the NSA chairman, that's the Ashanti Regional NSA chairman, that's Mr. Kwame Ban. He also, mentioned that they are trying to keep security very, very tight because they know that whenever Black Stars plays, sometimes, the emotions and everything could go overboard. Sometimes it's chaotic. Sometimes even controlling the crowd becomes a problem. So he mentioned that they are trying to deploy over 1,200 security personnel to be around tomorrow just to curb any, crowd disturbances and all that. So, Tony, I think the euphoria is great. And whenever the Black Stars are in Kumasi, you only expect one thing, that it's always going to be a charged and an electrifying atmosphere. And it's already begun because once you have your microphone and you start asking questions about the Black Stars, everyone, is so much interested in sharing their thoughts and whatever it is. So, Tony, Kumasi wouldn't disappoint. Even the communications director of the GFE also confirmed that, whenever they've come here with the Black Stars, it's always been great. And that's what we are expecting. So even through the town, Tony, you can feel it that most of the fans can't wait for tomorrow.
It comes back to ticketing. Are we doing the e-ticketing? Or it means that we are going to, most of the fans will be buying tickets out the gate?
Tony, it's been confirmed from the horse's own mouth. NSA Kumasi or Ashanti region director confirmed that it's going to be solely e-ticketing. There wouldn't be any normal manual ticketing at the gate. So you just get there, you buy, with your phone online, just get there. And, once you buy your ticket, it comes with a seat number. And for the first time, we could witness some major and drastic changes. Your ticket has its seat number on it, so you don't sit somewhere or where you're not supposed to sit. It's just meant to, as one of the measures to control child troubles and all that. So it's strictly e-ticketing, but the major change is that you have your seat number right on the ticket, that when you buy it and you enter, there are stewards, trained stewards. Yesterday, the last batch of stewards had to undergo their training, to be abreast with all what goes into it and all that. Yesterday we were there, we saw them, quite a number of them, over 500 stewards underwent training. So it's strictly e-ticketing. There wouldn't be any manual ticketing at the gate. So you just buy before time, you get there with your family, you enjoy the game.
From the camp of the Angolans, any information coming from the Panancas Negras, if they are yet to arrive, are you picking any tidbits from their camp?
They are in town. We are trying to establish, communication with them with some sort of connection. But, it's been very, very torrid for us. But we will still try. And because on Max TV, we just give every detail, the minute details of the upcoming game, which we are going to show live. We understand they are in town now, and they'll be having their training session at 4. But before then, there will be a presser where the coach and also some players will get to talk to the media, and that will happen at 3:30. So, Tony, with the Angolans, we believe that they are around, but, establishing connection has been somewhat difficult, but we'll try our best to get, some 1 or 2 people to talk to before the game.
Okay, Joseph, before I take leave of you, what is the next agenda? Is it a training session from the Palancas Negras or the presser or the Black Stars final training where you could deduce who is starting and who is especially the absence of Jiku? Is it going to be a headache for the technical team?
I don't think it's going to be a headache for the technical team. Yes, we know Jiku is one of the our best centre backs, but even Coach Otuado admitted to the fact that they have hundreds of players that they always consider. They track all these players, monitor, then they have those years on them. They always try to update themselves with their performances with their respective clubs. So that wouldn't really be a problem. But per the itinerary, Tony, at 3:30, it's been confirmed that Angolans will be having their press conference. At 4, they will train because it's a mandatory rule by CAF that their away team trains a day before at the kickoff time. So Angola will be training at 4. Then at 5, the Black Stars will also have, their presser, Coach Otuado and a couple of players will speak to the media. And then at 5:30, training will begin for the Black Stars.
Josiah Quaye, we'll be expecting you to give us more updates from now till tomorrow. As the Spanish will say, gracias. Have the best of time and enjoy Kumasi.
Thank you. My regards to everyone as well, Tony.
So that was my colleague Josiah Quaye reporting live from the Baba Yara. And now Kumasi, of course, but he will get into Baba Yara anytime soon. So let me go for a commercial break. When I come